Hi, Linda here. This is for you if you are experiencing pain or inflammation, or if you know someone suffering. Hard not to think about pain these days because many clinics are closed. And I know Dave has been on the phone with a number of different people, really trying to help them sort through the causes of their pain and really helping them to sort of relieve some of those symptoms. And so I wanted to share with you some things that you could do at home to address some of that chronic inflammation and pain, because you might have some things at home that maybe you're not doing, but that you could be doing. So I want to be able to help. So as a holistic nutritionist, I always like to start from the inside out. So inflammation can be systemic. So it can be happening because there's something happening in the body that's out of balance. Okay, so I'm going to be focusing mostly on chronic inflammation. So inflammation that happens over the long term. So when good inflammation goes bad and becomes not really great in the body. Okay, and then damage starts to happen in that location. What also happens when inflammation happens over the long term or becomes chronic is that your adrenals wear down. So your adrenals are glands right above your kidneys, and they are responsible. One of their jobs is to secrete anti-inflammatory enzymes. So it brings down inflammation. So your cortisol does that. That's the hormone that does that. And when you are inflamed chronically for a long period of time, your adrenal glands become very tired. And so your body is not able to bring down that inflammation or pain as well. Okay, so that could be what's happening in the body. So whenever we look at pain, we want to look at adrenal health as well. All right, so there are definitely things that I would recommend for the adrenals, but I'm going to keep this more focused on some other things today. So we're going to talk about supplementation now. Well, first, you want to always start with diet. We do have an anti-inflammatory plan on my website. If you're interested, I'll let you know where it is. So that's always the best place to start, right? Because there are a lot of foods we eat that can make your inflammation worse. Things like processed foods. For some people, if it's joint pain, it can be nightshade vegetables like eggplant and tomatoes and paprika. It really depends on what your inflammation is about. Even gluten can be inflammatory to some people. I know some people with joint pain, when they cut out gluten, their inflammation went away, right? Their pain went away. So diet is really important. But once you've sort of looked at that a little bit, definitely supplementation is the best place to go next. One thing I always start with is a good quality fish oil. This is not a fish oil you buy on Amazon. It's got to be a really good quality. Fish oils are really important to the body. You don't want to have any sort of metals or aluminums in there. And a lot of our fish is toxic. So you want to go to a reputable company to get your fish oils. I have a really neat kit that a lot of my customers use. It's the Lifelong Vitality Kit, and it has a fish oil in here as well, the E-Omega, and it's fantastic. So that is really important when it comes to inflammation. So a good quality omega-3. All right, so another thing in this kit is called the Alpha CRS. For those of you who are my customers and you know this product, the Alpha CRS is really important for inflammation. So a full dose of that might even do the trick. That might be all you need to address your chronic inflammation. Now, there are other similar products like that on the market. So if you don't have this kit in particular, just let me know and I can point you in the right direction. So some other things that you might find helpful for when it comes to pain is this supplement. It's called the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. It's a polyphenol blend, an antioxidant, and can be fantastic for inflammation. It's got things like frankincense in it, curcuminoids, it's got green tea extract, and it has ginger. So we've heard of ginger, right, when it comes to inflammation. So this is a really nice, easy to go supplement. You could make your own as well if you have essential oils. You could absolutely make your own, but this is just convenient. If you haven't tried this, 2 a day is fantastic for calming inflammation in the body. And also a really great supplement is the turmeric duo caps. We've heard of turmeric, right? When it comes to inflammation, it's probably one of the most commonly used herbs. And this one in particular is really getting great results because it combines the supplement. So you can see the yellow in the middle there, the curcuminoids, along with the oil-based turmerones. And those two together is getting really great results when it comes to inflammation. So sometimes taking 2 of those a day can do the trick as well. All right, so we've started inside. We've addressed food. We're making sure we're getting omega-3s, and we're bringing the inflammation down with some powerful ingredients like ginger, curcumin, turmeric. Okay, so that's a great place to start. Different ways to get that, but we can talk about that later. So now let's talk about topical use of essential oils for inflammation. So one of the favorites by doTERRA is the Deep Blue Rub. Because it's ready-made, it's fast, it's simple, and it addresses most levels of everyday pain and tension. So that can be good on its own. But for other people, they need to amp it up a little bit. People who have maybe some deeper pain that maybe the Deep Blue Rub isn't really getting to, there are absolutely some other oils that you can layer into that to get more effectiveness. Now, you can make your own rub. So I like to use a cream, but it depends on where you get your pain. So if you're getting headaches, maybe a roller bottle is best. So you can take a roller bottle that you have that's empty, or you can buy them on Amazon, and you can make your own little blend for pain, depending on what type of pain you have. Like for headaches, you're going to use peppermint, lavender, and frankincense. That's kind of our headache blend. But there are other oils you can try. So always remember, like if your biochemistry is different, so it may not work for you. You might have to try some other things. But you can make your own blend in a roller bottle, or you can do a cream-based one where you just take an old container, an empty container, and maybe put some unscented cream in there, or coconut oil, or any type of carrier that you have at home. And then you can layer some essential oils into this. So, or you could even just squirt some of this in and then layer more essential oils into that. So one of the best oils for when it comes to inflammation is frankincense. So this is expensive for a reason. It is incredible for inflammation, and it also crosses the blood-brain barrier. So it's great for any sort of inflammation in the brain as well as different parts of the body. So you can layer in some drops of frankincense into your base of whatever you're using. All right, so that's a great oil for pain. Another great one is called lemongrass. If you have lemongrass at home, this is excellent for cartilage, so connective tissue. All right, so this is the oil that you would choose, and it smells so good as well, when it comes to healing sort of joints and any sort of connective tissue. All right, so that's a good one you can layer in depending on what your pain is about. Copaiba is also an excellent essential oil when it comes to chronic pain and inflammation, and so I would layer some of these drops in as well. The Deep Blue blend also comes in oil form, so you can absolutely put some of those drops in. It's got a beautiful combination of some wood-based oils and other oils that are commonly used for pain, so you can layer that in as well. Cypress is a really interesting one. So cypress is excellent for circulation, so really bringing the blood into the area to address that inflammation, helps with pain. Really deep and as well. And I actually have a client that has a lot of pain in her toes from diabetes, so nerve pain, and this has worked really well for her. She uses this straight up and she finds it does the trick. So that's a great one to layer in. A lot of the tree-based products like Siberian fir, all the furs are good. So there's white fir, Siberian fir. These can be excellent as well for bringing down inflammation and for addressing the swelling in the area, obviously. And wintergreen is also one that's commonly used in some pain remedies, as well as marjoram. So marjoram is often used in some of our pain combinations as well. So, put a few drops of each and, you can address it from all different angles and you're sure to get a pretty good result. One of the other ones I wanted to mention, I think I covered most of them, was black pepper. Black pepper is similar to cypress in that it's really good for circulation. It brings blood into the area and it's really great for addressing that pain. The cypress is also good for sort of chelating as well. And then helichrysum is an excellent oil that's also good for chelating, but also minimizing the appearance of bruises. And then it also speeds up healing. So these oils are really powerful when it comes to cellular health, when it comes to bringing down inflammation. They have analgesic effect, they have anti-inflammatory effects. Each of them are a little bit different, so can do different things. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer your question and help you to address that pain at home if you're not really getting much success with what you're currently doing. We also do have a roller bottle. It's actually called Pain Away at the clinic for sale. If you don't have all these oils and you want to try one of ours, you can absolutely try one of ours. And the blend that we found works really well is Copaiba, ylang ylang, black pepper, vetiver, melissa, and frankincense. Those are really powerful anti-inflammatory oils that we found works for most different issues. So absolutely be happy to share that with you as well. But just wanted to share that. There is so much you can do, you guys, at home with some things you might have in your repertoire, but maybe just haven't thought to pull them out to address your pain and inflammation. Make sure you address it now, you guys, because it'll only get worse if you just sort of leave it. And we hope to be open soon to help you out as well in that way. Chat soon, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.